And welcome back to AEW Dynamite here on Aftershock Wrestling Entertainment, and we're kicking things off with a tag team title #1 contenders tournament starting tonight with two matches. First, we have the Young Bucks taking on the Hounds of Hell, and then later tonight we'll see FTR taking on Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli of the Death Riders. Then next week, we will also have two matches with Undisputed Kingdom's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish taking on Private Party in the first match. And then the second match will see the Hurt Businesses, Cedric Alexander and Ricochet taking on Bullet Club Gold's Austin and Colton Gunn. The winners of this tournament will ultimately face the Hurt Businesses, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin for the AEW Tag Team Championships. But now we go to the ring to get that first match underway between the Young Bucks and the Hounds of Hell, as we see Matt and Nick Jackson coming out to the ring representing the Elite here tonight on AEW Dynamite to kick things off. So we saw at Double or Nothing, the Hurt Business, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin successfully defend those tag team titles against two teams, the Patriarchy and Top Flight. Those two teams now go to the back of the line. As I've said before, the tag team division here in AEW is thick, it's stacked, and there are a lot of teams vying for a chance at those championships. These 8 teams in this tournament are just some of the teams that want a chance at that gold. These are the ones that qualified. These are the ones that have the rankings to make it into this tournament. And here we go, our first matchup. Brody King starting off with Matt Jackson, who literally kicks things off with a series of super kicks on Brody. Just super kick after super kick, trying to take the big man down. Finally gets him down, goes for a cover. Doesn't even get a 1 count though, very early in the match. Not going to beat Brody King like that, but that is like the 4th super kick that Matt Jackson has hit Brody King with, as he nails Matt Jackson with a bicycle kick. Showing that he can throw the feet around just as well. But surprisingly, the Young Bucks taking control early here of Brody King. Now Nick Jackson has been tagged in over the top rope. Collides with Brody King on the outside. He continues to deliver kicks. He actually hurt his own leg, did Nick Jackson there a minute ago, by kicking Brody King. Now he's super kicking the ropes. I don't know what in the world he was going for there. I don't know if he missed the springboard or what. But Brody King now delivering a series of short arm clotheslines to Nick Jackson. The Hounds of Hell, we've not really seen them with any kind of championship gold since they held the now vacated Trios Championships. And since Malachi Black left AEW, headed back to WWE, now going by Alistair once again. And now the team of Brody King and Buddy Matthews rebranded as the Hounds of Hell. Conspicuous by her absence here, Julia Hart, who is normally in the corner of the Hounds of Hell. For one, corner personnel for the teams in this tournament are banned from ringside. But also Julia Hart has a championship match of her own in the main event of Dynamite here tonight, as she will join Anna Jay and Mercedes Moné, as the three of those vie for Moné's TBS Championship. Buddy Matthews in the ring now, getting super kicked by both Matt and Nick Jackson. Goes for a cover, gets a 1 count. So lots of opportunity for the Hounds of Hell. Lots of opportunity for all the teams in this tournament as well. Some of these matchups are matchups I don't believe we've seen before, at least on televised broadcast here in AEW. We'll get Red Dragon taking on Private Party next week, which will be quite a treat. And we'll also see the new team of Cedric Alexander and Ricochet teaming up to take on the Guns, which will be an interesting dynamic of the Hurt Business. And also interesting that the Hurt Business put a team in this tournament, considering the Hurt Business hold the tag team titles. So I don't know if that was by design to kind of protect the titles, to keep them in the Hurt Business, or if they're free to just kind of do whatever they want to do. And Ricochet and Cedric Alexander decided they want the tag team gold. I don't know. Be interesting to speak with MVP and see the logic behind including another Hurt Business team in this tournament, as Buddy Matthews receives yet another super kick to the face. I've lost count of how many super kicks we've seen in this match now, but Buddy Murphy showing off his skills there with a slick combo. Nick Jackson trying to respond in kind, and now here he goes. Knee to the face. I think rocker dropper there. Short version of the Famouser. That's what it started off being, which is kind of fun. It would be an interesting match to see a one-on-one contest between Nick Jackson and Buddy Matthews. I think that would be quite the spectacle, as Brody King just tosses Nick Jackson into a seated powerbomb there. Liger bomb, if you will. Oh my God, Brody King's back just crushing onto the spine of Nick Jackson there, who is now hurting and dazed and confused outside, but Brody King dives out and misses wildly, hitting the floor hard, but he's back up and in the ring already as Matt Jackson gets the tag to come in. Oh, and Brody King just attacks him, swats like you're getting hit by a bear, and a Hurricane Rana by this big man onto Matt Jackson before getting yet another super kick in the face, and there is a knee to the face as well. As Brody King is rocked here, and the Young Bucks somehow have, for the most part, been dominating this match. That super kick did absolutely nothing to Brody King. If that springboard forearm hadn't taken him down, I would have feared for Nick Jackson's safety there. Because that super kick, he just stuffed that. But they maintain control. They have kept the big man down. See, he's learned to block and deflect those super kicks now. He's gotten hits with so many of them. He's just like, no, not anymore. That discus clothesline about took Matt Jackson's head off. Now into the corner of the Hounds, but Matt Jackson fighting his way out. Not good enough though. Oh, spoke too soon. Back and forth between Brody King and Matt Jackson here. Snake eyes to end that, and I believe Matt Jackson just got busted open on that top turnbuckle. Yep, right in the center of the forehead. And another jumping super kick that time. Just picks him up and stares at him for a minute like, what do I gotta do? So now he goes low with the super kicks. Tag into little brother Nick. Who surveys the damage, decides what to do. Oh, counter there by Buddy Matthews, who he tried to take off the apron, but Buddy saw that coming, hit him with a knee. Now Nick Jackson looking to pick the bones. Oh, beautiful super kick that time. Hit him right under the jaw. Nice extension of the leg by Nick Jackson. Sends him out to the floor once again. Probably thinking of some kind of high-flying maneuver here. It is Nick Jackson. He does like to fly. And here he goes. Plancha takes him down. Oh, and a senton from the apron as well. And now heading to the top rope, just trying to keep this man down. Dives. Oh my God. Nick Jackson just crash landed on the floor with his knees first. That could do some serious damage. Now he's kind of lost in there. Wild swings. Snake eyes from him, trying to pull some blood from him too, but that bandana probably protected his head that time. Just a 1 count. Springboard, forearm, once again takes the big man down. Into the Young Bucks corner, Brody King goes. Who is going to be the first team to qualify, or to advance rather, in this tournament? Could be the Young Bucks. They've got a good shot here. Could be the Hounds of Hell. They've definitely got the strength and size advantage over the Young Bucks. Oh my God. That's a beautiful super kick that Nick Jackson delivers there. Nice extension once again. Jumping kick. Takes Buddy Matthews down once more. Nick Jackson a little indecisive here. Not sure what he wants to follow up with. Goes for a 450 splash. Connects. Buddy Matthews, sorry, appears to be out. But Brody King breaks up the pin. That could have been it. Going up again is Nick Jackson. Goes for the 450 one more time, but Buddy out of the way. Nick Jackson backing away. He's dazed and confused, getting tired. Not sure what to do to put this team down. Just continues to kick. The best weapon in their arsenal, and they've used it to its full extent in this match. Just a monkey flip, straight monkey flip by Matt Jackson that time. Springboard. Flying body press. Now Matt Jackson heads to the top rope. Let's see what he's thinking here. Also a 450 splash. And a pin. And Buddy is out just before the 3 count. Frustrated is Matt Jackson. About to pull his hair out because he cannot figure out how to put the Hounds of Hell in the ground, figuratively speaking, here tonight, as we get the double team, a double shoulder block. As Nick Jackson just tries to kick the life out of Buddy Matthews. I keep trying to call him Buddy Murphy. I apologize. Before going for knees to the back, working on the arms, working on the limbs. Now he's trying to attack the referee. Frustrated, trying to do anything and everything to get an advantage here are the Jacksons. Another 450 splash. Hits its mark once again. Goes for the cover. This could be it. And indeed it is. The Young Bucks are the first team to advance. Much unlike the first tournament in AEW. Oh, as they're just continuing to stomp and humiliate the Hounds of Hell here after this match. Sore winners are the Young Bucks, who in that very first tournament lost in their very first match to Private Party. This time, they've won. And they are the... Wait, we're backstage here. Powerhouse Hobbs just came off this elevator, saw Wardlow standing there, and just laid into him and is attacking him backstage. Oh my God, powerbomb to the concrete. Now, Wardlow interfered in that match with MJF, between Powerhouse Hobbs and MJF, for the Dynamite Diamond Ring at Double or Nothing. And Powerhouse Hobbs obviously very upset about the interference of Wardlow and taking his frustrations out on the big man. Oh my God, a power slam. Just beating the holy crap out of Wardlow right now. Just as he was waiting for the elevator, Hobbs just comes out and just lays into him. Just powerbomb right there on the edge of the elevator. Lucky the doors didn't close on him. Throws him in the elevator and sends him on his way. Oh my God. What did we just witness? Now we're ready for our next tag team tournament match as FTR makes their way to the ring. But Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli have attacked them before they could make it to the ring. As we start off this match with a brawl. What is happening here tonight? Young Bucks attacking the Hounds of Hell after their match. Then this Wardlow Hobbs thing. And now FTR and the Death Riders. Tensions are flying high in the shadow of Double or Nothing. Everybody looking to get their piece, as it were, here. FTR, been a while since they've had those championship titles around their waist. Yuta and Claudio, much like the Hounds of Hell, were focused on the trios titles for a while with Pac. And they are now looking to advance to the tag team titles as well. So either of these teams, again, just like the previous match, could possibly win this tournament. Track records speak for themselves. Both of these teams very dominant. But FTR, highly decorated tag teams, held gold wherever they've been, much like the Young Bucks. One of the greatest tag teams in the modern era, at the very least, are FTR, Dax, and Cash. But right now, Claudio and Wheeler are in complete control of this match after that attack. Oh, and Dax looking to turn that around right now. But Claudio just knees to the gut, taking Dax down hard. Goes for the cover. Doesn't even get a 1 count though. Like, what was the purpose of just like, oh, nice standing dropkick there by Dax, of attacking them beforehand? Like, were they that threatened? And I believe Wheeler just got busted open the second he gets in this match. But he flips out of that butterfly suplex and gets hit again with that elbow shot. Those elbow shots that FTR deliver are brutal. Oh, stuffed with a power bomb in the center of the ring is Wheeler Yuta. We got some Wheeler on Wheeler crime going on right now. Tearing that leg apart. As FTR has turned the tide in this match with that cravat suplex, sending Wheeler back to his own corner. As Cash Wheeler signals that that's it. No more flurries, no more advantage for the Death Riders. We're on a even kill now as he goes for a cover, gets a 2 count. Oh, but Claudio gets the tag. Cash tried to knock him off before he could get the tag, but he does get the tag. He is the legal man. I'm not sure if Cash realizes that or not. He's still attacking Wheeler. But he catches Claudio as he gets in the ring as well. Float over DDT connects. As FTR. Oh, Claudio. Claudio, one of the strongest men in the sport. Just powering through and taking back control of this match. Sending Cash into his corner. Claudio's power is what is going to give trouble to FTR in this match. It's what they're going to have to figure out how to combat, how to keep him down. And those flying elbow shots, for whatever reason, are keeping the Death Riders on their backs in this match. Every time they pull them off, they turn the tide to their favor, do FTR. Even though Claudio has a definite size and strength advantage in this match, Wheeler has a speed and agility advantage. FTR have this experience as a tag team in their corner. They work as a well-oiled machine, and we'll see if they can pick apart the Death Riders here tonight, or if the Death Riders can upset FTR and take the victory. Another standing dropkick there by Dax as Claudio rolls out of the ring to get a breather. But Dax follows him right out, continues the punishment. Now Claudio countering the punishment once again. We go back and forth with these two teams. What a tournament we have had so far. If these two matches this week are any indication on how the action is going to be for the rest of this tournament, this is must-see television. And I can't wait to see which team ultimately prevails and gets that title shot, as Claudio's face just got slammed hard into the mat with that wicked stepsister. Tag into Cash as they go for it. The big rig takes him down, but Wheeler in for the save. That would have been it. All she wrote. Big rig, shadow machine, whichever one you want to call it. Cash tries to pick up the pieces, get the pinfall anyway, but Claudio had enough time to recover. Claudio just totally overshot that flying clothesline. Missed that ridiculously. Like he was trying to hit a man 3 inches taller. Just did not connect. Now Cash taking out Wheeler. Cash with another butterfly suplex and connects this time. Cash feeling it. Sends Claudio into FTR's corner tag, as it looks like they're going for it one more time. Connects again. Dax down for the pin. And FTR win the match. They are the second team to advance. And that means that in the second round of this tournament, we're going to see a rematch. As we take a look back at some of the action in this match, we are going to see a rematch between the Young Bucks and FTR. One of those two teams will advance to the finals, but in the semis, we're going to have Young Bucks versus FTR one more time. Run it back. But for tonight, FTR are your winners. All right, shifting gears here, our world champion has asked for some time. So he is on his way out to the ring to address the audience and a few select individuals as we understand it. So we're going to see what he has to say here momentarily. Coming off a win at Double or Nothing over TNA's Nick Nemeth, still your world champion, Jon Moxley. Let's see what he's got to say. He says, Nick Nemeth, last weekend at Double or Nothing, you lost, so we're done. Run back to TNA with your little brother and your little friends because you missed your shot. I'm moving on to the next victim in line, which brings me to Sammy Guevara. Sammy. You won that Fatal 4-Way a few weeks ago against some big names. Congrats on that, kid. But unfortunately for you, Your prize is you get to be beat down, battered, and bloodied beyond recognition by me. So good luck, kid. I just got one other piece of business to take care of now. Earlier tonight, FTR, you got lucky and somehow managed to get a win over Claudio and Wheeler. Make no mistake about it, you will pay for that injustice sometime down the line. So Mox looking to take his aggression out on FTR and Sammy Guevara, who he will face in a couple of weeks for the World Championship. Oh, wait, Adam Copeland. Adam Copeland out here now, making his way out to the ring. Taking issue with some of the things that Jon Moxley just said, I guess. So we're going to see what Adam Copeland's got to say to Mox here. Whether it's words or fists, we're about to find out as Cope makes his way to the ring. And he says, Mox, I've heard just about all I can from you tonight, kid. So it's time for the grown-ups to speak. Now, I was going to wait until after Sammy had a shot and mind my business, but then you had to go and threaten a couple of friends of mine in FTR. And see, I don't like it much when people threaten my friends. Makes me want to get rated R. Wow. So when you're done with Sammy, if you still have that championship, or heck, even if you don't, I'm coming for you. And if you try something with FTR, I'll be... Oh, Mox just had enough. He took down Cope and just started hammering fists down on his face. Oh, but Cope with a spear takes Mox down. Gets the last word here tonight. And a stomp. Not going to take it from the world champion. Tosses him out of the ring and celebrates. Cope showing Mox up here. Oh, but Mox back in. Taking the fight to Cope. Oh, and a stomp. Takes Cope down. But he's not finished yet. What's the world champion going to do? Going for the Death Rider. And he's leaving Cope laying after all. Oh, wait. Looking back at his prey, falling in the middle of the ring. And he's got a steel chair. He's not finished. He's not. Ref, step in. Oh, my God. Oh, and he's threatening the referee, too. Leaves Cope laying, does Jon Moxley in the center of that ring. I'm sure we have not seen the last of those two. Unfortunate ending for Adam Copeland in the way that played out. Thought he might have gotten the edge there on Jon Moxley, but Jon Moxley ultimately had the last word and the last chair shot. As Anna Jay makes her way to the ring for this triple threat match for the TBS Championship. Now out to the ring as smoke fills the arena is the other challenger for the championship, which is Julia Hart. You may recall a few weeks ago, Julia Hart and Anna Jay faced one-on-one for a shot to challenge for the TBS Championship here tonight. But Mercedes Moné was the special guest referee in that match. And because of her involvement in that match, which was, let's just say it wasn't down the middle. And she definitely interjected herself more than a referee should. And the powers that be here at AEW decided that both Julia Hart and Anna Jay would get a shot at the championship. So Mercedes Moné on her way to the ring to defend that championship against both Anna Jay and Julia Hart here tonight in the main event of Dynamite in a triple threat match. But Mercedes, no stranger to odds stacked against her. And we'll see if she's able to come out on top and defeat both of these challengers. Mercedes has the experience edge on her side against both Anna and Julia, who are early in their careers. There you see the TBS Championship. That's what this is all about. As we go down to the ring to take one final look at the participants in this match before we get this match underway. There is Anna Jay, who has not yet held a singles championship. Julia Hart was a very successful and dominant TBS champion. And there you have Mercedes Moné, the current reigning and defending champion, who goes for a dropkick but misses. Julia Hart and Anna Jay pairing up in the corner, rekindling that fire between the two of them that they displayed in that match. Mercedes continues to interfere, and both of these women trying to get Mercedes out of the way just so they can fight each other, which is, it's kind of an interesting tactic in a triple threat match to go for. But maybe they think they can beat each other but easier than they can beat Mercedes, which would make sense. Mercedes, again, much more experienced, much more decorated, and she goes for the Three Amigos here, paying homage to the late great Eddie Guerrero, her inspiration as a kid growing up watching wrestling. And leaps right out of that with a Luthez press onto Anna Jay. Mercedes dominant here in the early moments of this match. Meteora takes Julia Hart down now and leaping back on top of Anna Jay. Mercedes showing why she is the TBS champion. These two ladies, Anna Jay and Julia Hart, are going to have to pull everything they have to be able to defeat Mercedes Moné and take that gold here tonight. First pinfall, not even a 1 count. Anna Jay tried to stop it, but was a little bit too late. And Julia Hart, like I said before, she was a dominant TBS champion. She was beating all comers. She came out of nowhere. You know, she was a valet for a tag team, and then all of a sudden she had the interaction with the House of Black. It changed her attitude, changed her demeanor, and she trained and got better and better and better and became one of the greatest TBS champions we've had. And Anna Jay, likewise, joining the Dark Order early in her career, got a lot of guidance from that group, aligned herself with the Jericho Appreciation Society after that. So she's been surrounded by legends and, you know, talented up-and-comers, and learned tricks of the trade. And every match she's improved as well. So both of these women, as we see a double team from Mercedes and Julia Hart on Anna Jay, but Mercedes going for the cover, Julia quickly breaking that up. But both of these women have grown leaps and bounds since the beginning of AEW. AEW Originals, the two of them. And it's great to see the women's division here improving, growing, and young wrestlers like these two getting opportunities like this to challenge Mercedes Moné for a championship here in AEW. As all three of these women going back and forth there for a minute. Now Julia Hart out, and Anna Jay with that gory bomb, taking Mercedes down. Not quite ready for the cover. Nice kick to the back of Julia Hart's head there, though. Now attacking the limbs of Mercedes Moné, and Julia Hart just leaps onto Anna Jay and is thrashing. That vicious, dark side of Julia Hart coming out. But there is a violent side to Anna Jay as well. We've seen her in a number of hardcore matches, and she can just tap into this other level Both of these women, again, very deserving here. And either one of them could walk out of this match as the TBS champion. And almost right on cue, Julia Hart goes for a pin, but Mercedes is out quickly. Anna Jay thwarted in whatever she was setting up there by Mercedes Moné. Now, high and tight German suplex on Mercedes, who did not like that at all. Taking out her anger and frustration on Anna Jay's face. Now sending her to the outside, focusing on Julia Hart here. What's she going for? Oh, that flip over DDT. Now the cover. Oh, and Julia just out before the 3. Surviving that move from Mercedes. Mercedes going for a dive on Anna Jay. Connects. Now Julia out. Oh, Julia under the ring looking for something. She's got a baseball bat. Oh my goodness. Oh, a baseball bat straight to the head of Anna Jay. This is a triple threat match. No disqualification. Weapons are legal. And Julia Hart decided to break down and pull that out. Now Mercedes has pulled out a chair. Anna Jay takes the bat from Julia Hart and it just slams her in the gut and now across the head in retaliation. Mercedes just got a shot on the head too after trying to throw a chair but missing. I did say Anna Jay could get hardcore and Julia Hart could get dark, and both of them proving my point here tonight. Oh, chair shot straight to the face of Anna Jay and then throws the chair at Julia, does Mercedes. Now these women pulling out all the stops. Slams Julia Hart's head into the turnbuckle. Oh, that spin kick missed and she landed hard. Might have pulled a hamstring with that wild kick. But she has recovered as Anna Jay. And all 3 of these women battling on the outside here. Shows how important this championship is to each and every one of them. How far they're willing to go to hold that title around their waist. Oh, beautiful suplex by Julia Hart. Pretty much knocks Mercedes out cold. Now Julia possibly looking to finish this, but no, Anna Jay fighting back. Mercedes makes her way back into the ring. Julia's face gets bounced off that turnbuckle once again, this time by Anna Jay, who has now picked up a steel chair and is slamming that steel chair onto the legs of Julia Hart before getting Hurricane Rana'd by Mercedes Moné. Oh, and a 3rd time into the turnbuckle goes Julia Hart. Anna Jay says, "No, ma'am," and a pump kick to the face of Mercedes. We could very well see a new champion here tonight, and that turnbuckle is very popular tonight. It has met 2 of these ladies on multiple occasions, up close and personal. And speaking of up close and personal, an eat to the feet on Julia Hart. Mercedes Moné just flinging that baseball bat wherever it may land. Takes Julia Hart down. Anna Jay as she gets up. Oh, hits her with a backstabber. And into that submission hold, that crossface that she has made so famous, and Anna Jay has no choice but to tap out. Julia Hart not up in time. Mercedes Moné, as we take a look back at some of the action in this match, Mercedes Moné successfully defends the TBS Championship here tonight with the statement made on Anna Jay. And still your TBS champion. As we close out AEW Dynamite this week, Mercedes Moné. Who's going to be able to take that championship from her?